Western New York and Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills.
And now, your five-time defending AFC East champion, Buffalo Bills. Matt Prater is set to
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from Buffalo. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, man out of the University of Washington. Here's Jake Browning.
And when it comes to Jake Browning's game, Mike, I don't think there's anything that just jumps off the screen at you. It's not a real flashy style, but truth be told, I don't really think that's a bad thing. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and as long as he does his part, I think this offense has a chance to play winning football with him leading the way. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs.
Over in a flash, and he lost the football. It looked like one of the Bengals was in there and able to cover it up. Cincinnati holds on to the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Browning now, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Contrington to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Forced out wide.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6. That one complete some more. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really...
And he will score! Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Was in there and able to cover it up. Cincinnati holds on to the ball.
Recovered by the offense.
Browning. The ball comes out. It looked like one of the Bengals was in there and able to cover it up. Cincinnati holds on to the ball.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
To return is Johnson, and he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Bills offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman.
Complete to 0.
It is 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14
Now a
yards.
timeout, Buffalo. They're second.
Bills.
They'll stop the
First
clock
down.
at 24 seconds to go
1st and
until
10 at the
halftime.
43-yard line.
Allen to throw again. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
10 more yards.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
33-yard line.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal.
A 50-yard attempt.
That one is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Finding room at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick here is good. And 1 more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Allen will throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
25-yard line.
319!
From the gun, it's Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of
10 more yards. Complete to
9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches. At the Bengals.
A run, this is Gilliam. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
Come on now, that's just unfair. You're asking them to stop a fullback cold. All he needed was a couple inches to pick up the first down. Mike, I think if they run that play 10 different times, he's moving the chains.
Now Cook loses the football. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
Recovered by Cincinnati.
Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Fourth quarter gets underway, and it's a run by Brown. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They come up for 2nd and 2. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The Buffalo crowd being heard before third down. Brown. The ball's out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. Run with Cook, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. A carry for Cook. He's taken down just shy of the 10. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's in! James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They'll start out, first down and 10. Browning And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bengals
back to throw. Browning. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Browning. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
a loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing, Browning. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Allen down to an 8, and that should do it. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.